And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semifinals of this week's StarCraft Evolution League number 9 broadcast. Here we go again. We have been covering all the quarterfinals matches. Now we have reached our top 4. We have 4 players remaining here. We have Shin, MinVK, and also Classic and Wayne. We're jumping into our PvZs, and I'm really excited to see how Wayne performs. Wayne is a player that has caused upsets. He brought down Spirit, he brought down Killian as well. Can he bring down Classic? How is his ZVP looking? We're here to find out. Let's jump in. Let's jump into game 1. Game 1 is going to be on Amygdala. Let's go. Jumping into that first game. And we'll see if anyone can stop Classic and Shin from facing in the finals. As spawning in the right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the red Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Brood War Zerg player, the blue Zerg. It is Wayne. So much StarCraft. See, Papi, see, as always. Live every single day, multiple times a day. Of course, later on this evening, we're going to be live with the Wardy TV Monday. So today we have SCL and Wardy TV Monday. Tomorrow we have Pigastore. We have the Pigastore Monday and the CranKy Pro Series. Day after that, more StarCraft, more StarCraft, more StarCraft. 2 times a day, every day for the most part. We do have some half days off, to be fair, as Wayne comes in with the hatch block. Interesting. You don't often see hatch blocks is from the Brood War perspective, so I'm curious to see how this compares. Now, if this was an SC2 Zerg player, I would just assume, okay, just economic opener. This is just a way to disrupt the initial build of Classic, to delay the expansion, and to delay the setup here of Classic. Meanwhile, it's going to be a hatch gas pool here by Wayne. Interesting. Going for the early gas, going for earlier link speed, I would imagine. Potentially into an earlier lair. We'll see what the gas is going to be spent on, as Classic is in position to deny the base, to deny that hatchery. And again, this hatchery here from Wayne should be cancelled. Like, it should just be cancelled. It should not complete. It should not finish. This is just forcing out a Zealot, delaying the nexus of Classic. And there we go. Wayne, he'll expand elsewhere, going from the triangular third. Meanwhile, across the map, the Zealot is almost out, and this hatchery should be cancelled in time. It's that Cybercore. Cybercore is placed. Again, Wayne just trying to buy as much time as possible here. And oh, there's a cancel. Whew. Does cancel in time. Classic, he moves out with the probe. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Wait, where are we going right now? We're setting up for a proxy pylon. Now, Classic, he will still expand, but that is a second probe out on the map. This is not standard. This is not normal. And we are going for a proxy setup here, with at least a pylon, and I'm assuming maybe even a gateway. Meanwhile, with the extra gases, I was curious if it was going to be for a fast lair. It is not for a fast lair. We're going for a link speed into a Hydra den, so fast Hydra production out of Wayne. Does double expand, going for his triangular third and going for his natural as well. Lings, they chase down the first probe, but remember, the second probe is hidden, and the second probe does throw down the pylon. The pylon is set. We can now reinforce across the map. How many gateways? Oh, proxy Stargate. Okay. So delayed proxy Stargate out of Classic. Bold move. Going to be rushing into Oracles. That is where the Hydras come into play. Bearing in mind there are no defensive queens early on for the Brood War Zerg, so Hydras are a must to defend against the Oracle shenanigans. I mean, Hydras and Spore Crawlers, of course. So we'll see if Wayne can get there. Classic trying to be active. Does come across the Hydras. The Oracle production has yet to really begin. There we go, Oracle's on the way. Back at him, Classic is setting up. He's throwing down his shield batteries. As Wayne, he's all in. Wayne, he didn't drone. No drones at the natural, no drones at the third base, no drones whatsoever. Just purely Ling Hydra all in. One way or another, the game is about to end. And Wayne is getting caught off guard. Remember, he only has one gateway. Remember, his Stargate is across the map, not at home to defend. Now, this is a double-edged sword. We're about to get really chaotic here, because at home, there's nothing for the Zerg player. These drones will go down. shield battery is done. Second shield battery is finishing up. The gateway falls. Oh, the Adept taking a lot of hits. Going for the Pylon instead. Pylon taking a lot of damage. The one Adept out of range. Oracle dives in and drones are getting picked off. Wayne has to pull away. And Wayne, he breaks down that front door. He busts into the natural, into the main. Gets away from the shield batteries, picks off the probes. And he's just going straight for the kill. Straight for the heart here of Classic. Going for the main base mineral line. So far, trading well. Killing probes. Oracle's racing back home. 11 drones go down across the map, but these probes are also falling. Yeah, a lot of probe kills. Wayne is parked outside the natural. Now there's going to be 2 stalkers to defend. Going for the main. 2 stalkers and 1 oracle. Now a second oracle's on the way. There's the Angie overcharge. This is going to be a difficult position to break. I don't know if he can. Wayne, sure, he kills the main base, but can he touch the natural? That I'm less sure about. Wayne is down to 8 workers. He's going to lose everything. Wayne, he's running out of steam. He has to... Oh no, the stasis! Stasis goes up. The stasis pops up. The boys are being pulled. Lings are going down. And Classic, is he holding on? Does he have enough? We'll lose 1 stalker. Down to 2 stalkers left. A lot of probes are falling. And Wayne, he overwhelms. Whew, he barely overwhelms. He takes down the Oracle, chases down the final stalkers. Again, there's 1 stalker remaining. And he does it. He does it, Mappy. He does cheese him out. GG gets called. And Wayne, he will take a lead. He will take game 1. Whew, GG. Oh my god. GG, well played, Wayne. He does catch Classic with his pants down. Again, in the end, the proxy Stargate did hurt Classic because his production was delayed. It was across the map. In a way, I mean, it was kind of weird. He was killing workers. He was killing drones. That is true. At the same time, though, he couldn't make any defensive Void Rays or defensive Oracles. Like his home defense, his base defense was a little more awkward as a result. In the end, it was chaotic. In the end, Wayne lost most of his drones anyway, but did take it. Did take it in the end. GG, well played. That leads us into game number 2. As we are loading into Frostline. We're getting into Frostline and spawning in the top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner here of Frostline, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can recover. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have, going pool first this time, going for a 12 pool. We do have the blue Zerg player leading the series 1-0. It is Wayne. Now, are we feeling 12 pool drone pool? That's what I'm curious about. As the first worker moves out across the map, I imagine for another hatch block, that would make the most sense. So it's setting up for the hatch block. This time earlier Lings. Now, as a reminder, this is not the same build. This is not the same build 2 games in a row. This is a much earlier spawning pool, so this is much more aggressive. It will look the same when it comes to the hatch block, and that's the goal here. The goal is to make it look like the same build when really it's anything but. We see a 2-gate opener out of Classic. Classic playing very safe. I say very safe. Safe, yes, but also an aggressive start. So 2-gate opener. Lings are amassing. And Wayne, does he go for the natural expansion? I guess he does. Huh. He hasn't scouted, he hasn't seen. There we go, yeah, there we go. The boys are being pulled, so 12 pool drone pool. Now he does have this drone ahead of time to try to wall up, but again, Classic with the blind counter. Like, this blind 2-gate opener is ideal, but there's no Zealot. Oh, 2-gate opener, Cybercore into Nexus, no Zealot yet, no probe scout. He didn't see, he doesn't scout. There's nothing here, there's nothing here. There should be Zealots on the way. There should be Zealots, but there's nothing because there was no probe scout, and now Wayne is catching him off guard. Yeah, the wall is open, the pylon is exposed, and just like that, the game is over. The drones, they get in. That's it. The pylon gets surrounded. The pylon goes down. There's nothing to defend. No shot. No shot. That's going to be game, as there's only probes remaining. Lings, they bust in. And Wayne should not lose this fight. He should not lose this fight. GG gets called. Wayne, he will take down Classic 2-0 with the unscouted 12 pool drone pool. And Wayne will advance on to the grand finals. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played, Wayne. He cheeses Classic the hell out of this. Again, when it comes to the build of Classic, it was almost a blind counter. Like, what I mean by that is at Classic, he went for a 2-gate opener, which is solid. A 2-gate opener, which allows for extra Zealots early on, which allows for better SimCity early on as well before the expansion. But Classic didn't probe scout. Classic, he did not probe scout. So without a probe scout, because he has no probe scout, there's nothing to trigger any Zealot production, right? Like, he had no reason to make a Zealot. He had no reason to have a probe in position. Classic had 0 scouting information, which is crazy because scouting is standard. Probe scouts are standard in PvZ. So in a way, Classic, he did quote unquote open safe, but then he didn't scout. So like, he just playing blind. He was in the dark, and Classic, he got caught. What happened, Pappy? With his pants down. The pants, they were completely down. Completely down, completely unprepared. And Wayne, he will advance on into the finals instead. GG. GG, well played. I'm sure next time Classic plays, he will remember to wear a belt. Wear a belt, strap himself in. Without it, Pappy. Ah, no. Wayne, he'll take advantage of you. And Wayne is our first finalist of the tournament, and we'll see who will join him in the finals, as up next we have another PvZ. We're going to be jumping into Shin versus Middle VK. Let's go.